Welcome to Hear the Word. I'm Brother Tom. The baby died. King David lusted after another man's wife and had an affair. She became pregnant. David had her husband called to Jerusalem to report to him how the battle was going. The real reason for him to come to Jerusalem was for him to go home, be intimate with his wife, so he would think that she was pregnant with his child. However, the soldier Uriah did not go home. He slept with the king's servants, as he felt guilty going home while his fellow soldiers were on the battlefront. The next day, David got Uriah drunk, thinking he would go home. Again, he did not go home. In anger and desperation, David had Uriah deliver a letter to his general, instructing the general to have Uriah deserted in the heat of a battle so he would die. Uriah was deserted and killed. The Lord sent Nathan the prophet to show David the error of his way, and when David realized how sinful he had been, he repented. The Lord forgave David. However, the consequence of the sins was the child was to die. 2 Samuel 12:13. David said unto Nathan, I have sinned against the Lord. And Nathan said unto David, the Lord also hath put away thy sin. Thou shalt not die. Howbeit, because by this deed thou hast given great occasion to the enemies of the Lord to blaspheme, the child also that is born unto thee shall surely die. The child became sick. 2 Samuel 12:16. David therefore besought God for the child. David fasted and went in and lay all night upon the earth. And the elders of his house arose and went to him to raise him up from the earth, but he would not. Neither did he eat bread with them. Judgment had been pronounced. The child died. David then got up and ate and resumed his responsibilities. There are consequences for sin. It wasn't the child's fault that he went to an early grave. However, David said he would go to be with him someday. 2 Samuel 12:22. David said, While the child was yet alive, I fasted and wept, for I said, Who can tell whether God will be gracious to me that the child may live? But now that he is dead, wherefore should I fast? Can I bring him back again? I shall go to him, but he shall not return to me. David wanted the child to live. God said, No. Your prayer has power. However, you cannot command God. David believed the child went to be with the Lord and knew that someday he, David, would go to be with him. Psalms 23:6. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Will you live with the Lord forever? Blessings to you till next time. Bye for now.